What's up, league winners? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be ranking the top 5 2023 rookie wide receivers. This year's rookie class has been phenomenal, and there's been no shortage of impact players at the position. The group seems to be getting better and better each week, and if it weren't for sensational rookie quarterback CJ Stroud, one of these receivers could easily have been Offensive Rookie of the Year. This week, I wrote an article for theleaguewinners.com and posed the question, is Puka Nacua still a wide receiver 1 in fantasy football? There's no question that he's been slowly trending down after his unbelievable start to the season, but where does he stack up now against his rookie wide receiver peers? With several of them surging in recent weeks, have any of them knocked Puka off the top spot? At number 5, I'm starting with Rashee Rice. Rice just posted his first career 100-plus yard receiving game in the Chiefs' Week 12 win against the Raiders. Rice has been impressive all year long. While he hasn't had the same splash impact as some of the other players on this list, he's been very productive relative to his ADP, and he stands as a fantastic dynasty asset. He's in position to help fantasy managers chase championships in December. Tank Dell comes in at number 4. Dell has basically been Puka light this season. He wasn't drafted with elite capital by the Texans, and his stats aren't quite as impressive as Nacua's, especially since Dell missed time with a concussion earlier in the year. The Stroud to Dell connection has been incredible, and Dell is going to feast catching passes from Stroud for years to come. With Dell being one of the most productive receivers in football over the last 4 weeks, he's clearly shaping up as a league-winning rookie. Number 3 is Zay Flowers. Flowers broke out in a big way on Sunday Night Football in Week 12, scoring 2 touchdowns and posting his best PPR performance of the season with 23.2 points. I listed Flowers as a second-half breakout candidate earlier this season, and with tight end Mark Andrews on IR, Flowers' path to becoming a fantasy football star could be accelerated. With first-round draft capital, great rookie year production, and a long-term relationship in place between Flowers, Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens, Zay Flowers is truly one of the gems of the 2023 rookie class. With just 2 spots remaining on the countdown, 3 players are left in consideration for these picks. There is Jackson Smith-Njigba, who is the former wide receiver 1 of the draft class, Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison, and the aforementioned Puka Nacua are all candidates. But unfortunately for JSN, he just hasn't had the room he needs in his offense to break out as a rookie, so he ends up as our honorable mention. That leaves Addison and Nacua for the last 2 spots on the list, and they've both been excellent in their own ways. Addison has produced like a seasoned vet this season despite difficult circumstances for a rookie. The Vikings lost quarterback Kirk Cousins to a season-ending Achilles injury, and number 1 wide receiver Justin Jefferson has missed significant time with a hamstring injury. Jefferson's injury has thrust Addison into a bigger role on the offense, and he hasn't disappointed. Addison stands as the wide receiver 15 in PPR formats, and he has the look of a receiver who can become elite in the league. His production is fantastic, and if the Vikings enter 2024 with a solid quarterback situation, Addison could project as a wide receiver 1, even with a healthy Justin Jefferson in the offense. Addison ranks number 2 on my list, leaving early season phenom Puka Nacua as my number 1. Nacua remains my rookie wide receiver 1 despite his recent dip in production. Puka is still commanding targets at a high level, and if he can get past a couple of difficult matchups against the Browns and Ravens over the next 2 weeks, he'll be set to return to form in the fantasy football playoffs with 2 easy matchups against the Commanders and the Giants. While the other rookies I've mentioned in this video will all be threats for major statistical production in future seasons, Nacua looks the most likely of the bunch to become the perennial wide receiver 1 that all fantasy football managers dream of. His instant impact will insulate his dynasty value for years to come. Considering he's already shown he can be a fantasy-breaking receiver, I'll keep singing his praises until he's unquestionably overtaken by another player on this list. That's all for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and follow us on X at FF League Winners for more NFL and fantasy football content.